Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Abby and this is the story of how I became the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Now before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe down below. My company is called Abby's Better. It is a clean label snack brand that is a one-stop shop for healthy plant-based snacking. We have a variety of products with a base of nut butters, and that is really where we got started. I actually created the products when I was 15. It was 2015, I was at my house, I was bored to death. I had nothing to do that day, and it was around the time that my parents were telling me that I needed to get a summer job. I was like, wow, can't think of anything I'd want to do. Don't like that idea. And so I was just kind of brainstorming other options. I'm a big foodie, have always been a big foodie. And at the time I was huge on peanut butter, but I was starting to lose weight, eat healthier, and focus more on the kind of food that I was putting into my body. And peanut butter has a lot of artificial sugar. It has a lot of... My dog is trying to get into the house. And we're back. So yeah, peanut butter has a lot of artificial sweeteners, a lot of peanut oils that I didn't want to put into my body. And I loved cashews, I loved almonds, and I loved pecans. I kind of noticed that there weren't a lot of almond butters, cashew butters, and specifically pecan butters around. I was like, you know what? Let me just make my own. Instead of trying to hunt for the things that I want in the grocery store, I'll just make it myself. So I whipped out a food processor, mixed different nuts with different natural sweeteners like fruits and honey. Eventually came up with 5 of our core products. We've got date pecan, coconut cashew, strawberry cashew, honey almond, and a coffee almond butter. They were all 5 or fewer ingredients. They were sweetened with either fruit or honey, and the only oil I would use in the products was coconut oil. At first, I was just sharing it with friends and family, giving it to people as gifts, letting people try just because I was curious to hear their input and their feedback and what they thought about it. And I was just getting overwhelming reviews. People were asking to buy it and they were just curious about the product itself. And that's kind of when I realized that I could potentially be onto something. It was kind of like they say a light bulb moment where I approached my mom and I said, what if we started a company, called it Abby's Better, and we sold these nut butters to different farmers markets around. At first I was just thinking it could look good on the college resume, it would be a hobby, it would be something so I didn't have to get a summer job. I never thought it would turn into what it has. We started at our local farmers market. Every time we went to the farmers market, we were selling out. We didn't know how to keep the product on hand. This was when I was starting to do a lot of research. I was trying to research about the licensing, how to create an LLC, though now we're a C Corp, how to manufacture a product, what are the laws in North Carolina about food safety. One of the main things we realized is that in the state of North Carolina, you're not allowed to sell food if it's been manufactured in a place that has animals. We had a dog, all right? Fine, how do we fix that problem? We soon moved to a commercial kitchen facility in Charlotte, North Carolina. That was a wild experience. I was totally out of my league at that point, had no idea what I was doing. It was utter chaos. We were renting this kitchen space that was used by a variety of other companies. I brought in family to help produce the product. I brought in friends, teachers, like genuinely a random group of people. And it was just beginning to be a lot. That was also around the time that we started to get into our first local retail stores. That was an amazing experience. Again, I had no idea what I was doing, so I thought, why not just email, call, try to meet with them in person, do everything I could to get face to face with the retail buyers so that I can share my passion with them, share the story with them, share the products with them in person, have them taste, and really once someone tasted the product, they knew that it was worth having in their store. June of 2016, we were in about 10 local retail stores. June of 2017, we were in about 500. In June of 2018, we were in about 1,500 stores on the East Coast and Midwest. It grew incredibly rapidly, faster than I would have ever imagined, bigger than I could have ever imagined. That's when I realized that Abby's Better was about a lot more than just nut butter, that I wanted to create a clean label snack brand that people could trust, that people could enjoy, where people wouldn't have to sacrifice taste for health, because that was huge for me. Being a foodie and being someone who valued my health, I wanted to enjoy what I was putting into my body, but I also wanted to be confident that what I was eating was good for me. So that's kind of the beginning of the story of how I got started. It snowballed into a huge family business. I work with my mom, she's co-founder and COO. My biggest brother, Aaron, he works for the company. My dad, it's just become this wild journey and experience. Stay tuned for more stories and content. I will let you know more and more about my journey and how I became an entrepreneur and CEO. Thanks, guys.